Hi, everyone. It's Kristen Williams with the Williams team, Keller Williams in Austin, Texas, giving you our weekly what's happening in the real estate market in the Austin, Texas area. So every week we analyze and track specific numbers and figure out, what's the story of the market, what's happening right now. So the compelling story, if you're looking at the data from this past 7 days, is we have seen inventory continue to climb and the price reductions has increased as well. So we've been kind of averaging just under 1,100 price reductions week over week since the beginning of April. And this week we saw almost 1,300 new price reductions, which typically a price reduction is a seller who is ready to sell their house and they're trying to bring that price of the home into a different price bracket so it'll interest the buyers that are out there. So when you see an elevated number beyond what's the typical trend line, you see more opportunity for buyers. So we have a lot of inventory, so buyers have a lot to choose from. I mean, I've been saying that for a while, but there's just a lot of houses for sale, and there's a lot in every different price bracket, every different price range. There are a lot of homes for sale. We also are seeing those price reductions, which just typically means you have a seller who wants to sell. Typically, there's some motivation behind that. And so there's some good opportunity out there for buyers. What it doesn't necessarily mean for buyers is that you can like make a super duper lowball offer and a seller will accept. I mean, that could happen, but typically we're seeing the average list to sale price ratio for the average home. Most homes are selling around 95% of what they were originally listed for. So that's a pretty typical average. What you can maybe expect to negotiate if a home has been on the market for a long period of time. If it's a shorter period of time, we look at those averages, and most of the homes that have been on the market for 1 to 2 weeks are typically selling pretty close to their asking price. But anything that takes longer than 30 to 90 days is typically around 5% or less. So that is an expectation a buyer could have as well. So those are kind of the things that we're trending and looking at and paying attention to. If you're a seller out there, being mindful of pricing, seeing what your competition is sold for, pending for, those are markers and things that we look for as a point of comparison. So if you have any questions about your potential, future home buying journey, if you're thinking about buying in the next 6 months, let us know, and we'd love to just craft a strategy and talk a little bit about what that might look like for you in the market that we're in. So have a wonderful weekend ahead. We'll report back next week and have a great weekend.